I've been hot since the birth of my son. I remain unfazed, trust worse has been done. Man, fuck evaluation.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Six Figures YouTube channel. It's your boy Viable, and in this video we go CEO to CEO in today's interview with the none other man himself, TNA KIRSH. Hope you guys enjoy and stay watching till the end.
Alright, look, I gotta show you up real quick.
Ooh.
Yeah, she and then you gonna flex with the junk on. You feel me? Look, that's cool, dog. That's cool. You cool. I mean, you look good. You look good.
Sorry.
You started up, homie. Are we lit? Are we up? Are we up with it?
Should I mean, I already have my face cam on the stream.
You can. I mean, you straight. You got to. As long as you can see his face and my face and Conker's face, you're good. We're straight. Yeah. Let me know when you start the stream now. Oh shit! What? Hey. Oh, hold on. Yeah, hold on. Let me make sure. Give me 1 second. I gotta get all this right.
Yo, what's up, Kirsh?
What's good? How are you?
I'm good, man.
It's good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, bro.
Yeah, what's up?
Is your that logo on your shirt, is that like the soccer team?
This is the soccer team. Yeah, this isn't like the esports like TNA one. This is just the soccer team they sent us. Yes.
Yeah, well, bro, I'm gonna definitely ask some questions about that though, right there.
Yeah.
I definitely gotta ask some about it.
Feel free to ask anything. I'm very open.
Because when y'all announced that shit, I was like, oh shit, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was crazy, bro. I'm a big soccer guy, so it was crazy.
That's lit. Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm just trying to get everybody here. All right.
Denver Broncos sponsorship?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know who out here repping the Broncos, but all right, bro. Look, we cool.
That's my team.
Hold on. All right, so we ready though? Y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right, what's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy, like a man. You know, we got a special guest here. You missed it. The big TNA KIRSH himself, man. You know, you can introduce yourself to our community. You know.
What's good? Thank you guys for having me. Happy to be here.
Yeah, man. Conker, what your thing? Hey, look, bro. We ain't ducking no smoke around here. You gotta show your face.
Are you and I the only ones showing our face?
No, yeah, Conker. Yeah, I wanted him to show his. You gotta show yours. But yeah, like I said, man, extremely grateful to have you here. Extremely, you know, it's like, you know, it's a big thing for us. You know, we be trying to get people on here. You know, we've had Grady, Monster D-Face, and now you. So, you know, this is something that I'm trying to provide for them, give them a chance to meet new people, give them a chance to talk to people and, you know, learn about how to really make it and what better way to do it.
Yeah.
To talk to people who actually are making big moves. So, like I said, man, I thank you for being here, and we're going to get this rolling, you feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, really the first thing that I really want to talk about is yesterday or the day before, which I quoted it, and you made a tweet about, especially CEOs and our mental health, and what we really got to go through to really get this shit moving. Because people really feel like sometimes, and you know, people feel like sometimes we got to be robots, essentially, to really, and we don't have feelings if we fuck up or if something don't go right, you know, they bullshit. It's like, we have days too. We have, you know, troubled days, weeks, months, you know. So tell me how your mental health is, and especially with DNA and everything.
Yeah, no, I think it's a big issue, right? Like, and one that isn't spoken about, and one that has a ton of stigmatism behind it, right? Like, say for example, let's say like Jeff. Well, he's not CEO. Say Bill Gates, CEO of Microsoft, and Microsoft is a public company. If Bill Gates was, you know, active on Twitter and tweeted, "Oh, I've been feeling depressed lately. I don't know how much longer I can do this." Blah blah blah. Microsoft stock would tank. Everyone would sell. You know, no one would believe in the company. So, as a CEO, you have this, you know, kind of, I don't know if responsibility is the word, but you have this standard you have to uphold, or this image that society's placed that CEOs must, you know, maintain and be perfect robots. And, you know, if you're running a company, you can't show any sign of weakness and things like that. Which it makes, obviously want a competent person and someone who's not depressed and someone who's not anxious, you know, running a company. But obviously there's challenges that everyone goes through, challenges that I go through myself, dealing with depression, anxiety, moments of doubt, and just days when you literally don't want to do anything, weeks when you don't want to do anything. But you have to keep quiet about it because of the reasons I said. I don't think that, should be the case, but even with TNA, if I need to be cognizant of whatever I tweet, I can't just tweet out, I'm depressed. Say I'm talking to an investor tomorrow or whatever. He goes, looks at my Twitter. Oh, this guy we're meeting with is depressed. Why would I invest in his company, right? So it kind of sucks that it is that way. Yeah. But it is. Yeah. I don't think it should be. But again, it's just a tough spot because, like I said, you're not going to want to just from a human perspective, from a business and just psychological aspect. You had two people, one of them was depressed, one of them wasn't. Probably pick the person who's not depressed to run your company, right? But almost everyone struggles with it. People aren't allowed to talk about it. It sucks. I don't really know how we fix the stigmatism around it other than just talking about it and acknowledging that, a lot of people have mental health issues. But yeah, it's a tough issue to solve. I think particularly in gaming, a lot of people use gaming, and I do it as well. Back in high school when I was super depressed or just feeling down, would load up Battlefield or load up Black Ops. That was like the only thing that could get me out of my funk. That and soccer, right? So in gaming, I think there's a lot of people who use it as an outlet to get out of a sad place. So it's important that we talk about it. It's important that people who are listening, if anyone's listening, know that you're not alone if you're dealing with these issues. There's always someone to talk to. Things do get better no matter how bad things seem. There have been days where I literally thought, this is the end. Like, not like I'm suicidal, but that this is never getting better. Like, this is the worst thing ever. But you have to know it always gets better and just keep staying positive, as tough as it may seem sometimes.
Yeah. And, and I felt that because there's a lot of days, we have a lot of people in our organization that are looking up to us. They're saying, hey, we're relying on you to get this done. And if you down, we going to be like, all right, what we going to do? And I definitely, a lot of times where I'm like, yo, I got to be strong for them, even though I'm suffering from real life issues or real life problems. I can't let them know that because it's like, I got to be their knight in shining armor so we can keep this train moving. So I definitely understand that. And if you were watching this on Twitch or in this call right now, I strongly encourage everyone to always speak up about how you feel and speak up to how you feel with the right people. Don't ever hide your frustrations or your concerns or your feelings about anything, and especially, like I said, Kirsh said, we have to, and we do need to change the stigma of how this is going. We need to be able to speak up even in powerful positions because we're humans too. How we feel matters as well. You guys do. One of y'all have a question? Conquer.
Well, knowing what you know now, is there anything you would have done differently when you were first starting out, as if building your brand, building your company?
Started earlier. Half jokingly, I used to make like Black Ops videos and even soccer videos back when I was a kid. People would bully me, which sucked. But I've always been into gaming, always been into esports, always been into watching Twitch and watching YouTube. So I do wish I started earlier. But since we started, not to sound cocky or arrogant, but I think we've done a lot of things well. There's not much I regret. There's certainly been, controversies with, guys like Reverse and Day and things like that. But I think the way we handle things and the decisions we've made for the most part have been pretty good. Maybe, I honestly don't know. It's not something I've thought about that much just because I consider myself, I don't want to say like I'm a risk taker, but I'd rather do something and see what happens rather than not do something and regret it. So
yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we should have expanded into other games by now, and maybe pushed IRL content more when things were going well with like Peace Control Kyle and somehow kept that momentum going better. There's definitely been times where we've been lazy that I regret, but on like big decision making things, maybe other than not being in other games by now, or not pushing out IRL content more on the TNA YouTube right now sucks.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that around later, but since you brought it up, I always wondered, like, will anyone be seeing TNA in Val or COD? Because I know you tweeted about it before, and I'm sure that you are.
It's a good question. We'll definitely be in other games. I'm not sure how, so like Call of Duty, if you want to play competitively, there's a $25 million buy-in.
Yeah, you got to
CDL, right, for the franchise league. So I'm not gonna see TNA in that anytime soon, unless Bezos comes knocking on my door and says I want to invest in TNA. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, we hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Yeah.
Hello?
Can you see us?
I don't think you can hear us.
Kirsh.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah. All right, he's back.
Right?
You're good.
Can you hear us? Kirsh. He lagged out. Kirsh. Damn, he lagged out. Hold on, let me text her. Yeah.
I also have a few other questions that whenever he's ready.
He disconnected.
Oh, did he?
In the
Yeah.
meantime, there's some open space, right? Just from a six figures member to another six figures member. Do you ever conquer? Do you ever, like, I know, like most gamers, they go through things, whether it be depression or just being sad or whatever not. How is it, or like, how do you get through that? Because sometimes I'll be in my bed and I'm just like, I just want to sell my PC, I'm not going anywhere with this gaming shit,
I'm not. You mean like I have obviously had thoughts of that and stuff like that. Like there the other week, I had the same thing. I was like, you know what, like fuck this. Like I don't know if I can go anywhere with this and everything. And I was thinking about selling my PC and stuff. But honestly, if you want me to be 100% honest, you just gotta stick to that mindset that you first have, and you just gotta keep pushing yourself through it and encourage your own self in a third body type view on yourself, and you're just like looking at yourself and stuff like that, and you're like you came this far and you did this much. Why are you giving up now? Why do you want to give up now? And like look how much you have to lose compared to what what you just come from and where you are right now.
Kirsh, yep.
All right, I'm back. I don't know how you guys. I'm calling from my phone. I don't know how you literally didn't even have my Discord open. Can you guys see me?
Yeah.
What we get?
Blurry now.
There we go.
Yeah. Continue what you. I know how hard it is to branch off into other games. Like that's people think, oh, you just need to branch off to a game. Like, bro, that shit's not as easy as y'all trying to make it seem. Like,
yeah, I mean, from when I cut off, like I said, getting the Call of Duty competitively is, if you want to be legit, is $25 million just to get into the league, and then obviously you have salaries and things like that. So, competitively in franchise leagues, probably not anytime soon that you'll see TNA in, but from a content creation standpoint, or games that don't have a massive buy-in fee, certainly want to explore, but still at the same time, a lot of it you just have to figure out how to monetize first. Even with Fortnite right now, we could have expanded into Call of Duty content creation, a year ago, and just signed a few streamers for $500,000, $2,000, whatever. But we've had trouble, probably just from a lack of infrastructure, experience. How do you, even if I have someone who has a few thousand live viewers, I need the connection, or I need someone helping me, or someone helping TNA to monetize that person, right? I have guys like Oliver OG and Muzz, and have had guys like Soypan and Slick and Reverse 2K who get thousands of viewers. But if you can't, turn those viewership numbers into either merch sales or YouTube subs or ad revenue or sponsorship deals, again, you're still just kind of burning money. Obviously, you're getting Twitter followers and stuff like that, which is good to build a brand. But I'd say the reason we haven't just throwing a bunch of money at Call of Duty or even Rocket League or Valorant content creation right now is because I want to get better, or, bring someone on board who can help us with sponsorships, or else, I don't want to say wasting money, but we'd have this player on our roster. We'd maybe make content with them. But I don't think we have the right infrastructure right now, which that's something I'm working on. Correctly monetize, take advantage. I don't want to take advantage, but utilize that player, even if it's another game. It's like I said, an issue with Fortnite right now. TNA doesn't have any sponsors. PSG TNA sponsors. That's an issue. It's an issue that needs to be solved. So before we go into any of their games, I want to make sure that we would know how to monetize once we're in that game.
So y'all don't have like any sponsors
right now. We have no like recurring. I mean, in the past, we've been sponsored by G Fuel, Respawn, Manscaped, Nanoleaf. We've had a lot of sponsors in the past. Just currently, right now, speaking to brands and speaking to PSG and things like that. A lot of sponsors just are not interested in Fortnite, especially at the organization level. A lot are interested in like individual players. Like a lot of the guys had like a lot of people in Fortnite had like that Mio drink sponsorship. Olive OG has some cool sponsors coming up. Muzz has had some cool deals, but on an organization level, it's just been really tough recently for brands wanting to get involved in Fortnite. So, right now we have no, recurring sponsors. We have no monthly sponsors right now.
Damn, I for sure thought that you guys did or something, but fuck, I'm sorry about that, bro.
We've had in the past, and we've had offers, to have like affiliate deals and things like that. But at this point in our org, it doesn't really make sense for us to be on affiliate deals. But so I mean, our strategy right now, I'm in this house in Miami. We have pretty public information. Jarvis and Kay, who used to be in FaZe, have been living here. Talking to them, they're very smart. They obviously have the crypto scandal, but speaking to them a lot, it's really misunderstood. And we have a few YouTubers with a few million subscribers coming to test out the house in the next few weeks. So once we get that IRL stuff rolling, I'm very confident we'll be able to start getting sponsors and things like that.
Gotcha.
I'm glad you talked about it. Where do you think Fortnite is right now? Because honestly, I think
yeah, so I mean, it's at its lowest viewership all time. I think I just saw a chart.
Yeah, I saw it today.
Yep.
It's funny. I speak to Oliver OG almost every day, trying to really yell at him to come to Miami. But he cares so much about Zero Pain. It obviously helps. And he's been growing, but Fortnite is not what it used to be. 99% never will be what it used to be, even if they bring back a World Cup. The crazy prize pool, it'll get a boost for 3, 4, or 5 months leading up to it, and then
that's it again.
It'll just die back down. So,
yep.
Sad reality. It's a funny question. I was filming some content for TNA at Miami today. Asking people to play Fortnite. Not one person said yes. Obviously, they're older college kids and most younger play Fortnite, but not one person said yes. They all said, yeah, I used to play it, but now it's lame. So I definitely think Fortnite is, I don't understand its last leg, but unless something major happens, like a World Cup, and then they keep listening to the community and they somehow get guys like Ninja and Tfue and Tim Tatman and Nick Merckx to like play comp, or rather than just streaming like squad tournaments or something, it's never going to be what it was.
Yeah, I told people, I said if they would have let that Friday Fortnite thing go how it should have, I said maybe that would have helped it a long time ago to push here. Yeah. But I just feel like and I feel differently. I feel like it is on his last legs. Like it's honestly squeezing everything out, all these partnerships and collaborations. It's like, okay, we get it, we love it, but you're not actually improving the game itself. And then now everybody, I think people, especially Fortnite players, a lot of them are very overvalued. They don't really bring anything as much as like you talk about Oliver. He streams, he is funny, and he's good at the game. He has a lot. There's a lot of them that don't stream, don't post, don't do anything, but they expect these huge, ridiculous salaries. I'm like,
not worth $0.
Much. Yeah.
Unless if you're a small org and you sign someone who doesn't stream and but they place and have a good Twitter following, then sure, you can pay them something. They their Twitter followers and gain a name in the industry. But if you're an org that already has, some following and some form of content, those players are literally $0. Sad, but it's true, and they should be streaming, and they're just value to an org. So, there's not worth it.
And I felt that, and I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. I feel like a lot of people just be doing whatever and expect this. It's like, no, you got to actually, if you want this, cool, like we can provide it, but you've got to be doing this, that, and the third to get there. And I feel like Fortnite is extremely oversaturated. Especially, do you know about Fortnite community teams or anything like that?
Like back in the day?
No, still to this day, there's a whole bunch of them.
Oh man.
I don't.
Nah, don't bring any other team names into this, bro.
I'm just asking. Do you know?
From an honest perspective, other than following, TNA players, I don't watch Fortnite. I literally, even like it used to be my life. Like I watch Fortnite 12 hours a day. I started.
And I did the same, and now I barely watch it.
I'm pretty sure everyone had that little
or months
thing when
I literally players when they're streaming, and on like Twitter, I don't get involved. I rarely get involved in Fortnite stuff, so I don't know about community right now. Is Limit a community team, or is that an org?
Yeah, they won.
Limit, they're still a thing.
Yeah, so
I mean, and I just try to tell them because I talk to some of them, and because people who ask me, they're like, should we branch? Should we do this? I'm like, yes, bro. Like Fortnite. I feel like a lot of people when they start something, they're putting all their eggs into Fortnite. I'm like, do you see the state of the game? Do you see what's going on?
Exactly.
This isn't going to be sustainable. If you're going to start somewhere, maybe have a few people in there, but branch out, try new stuff, get in the Val, like where you can just play leagues or tournaments. Get a team that you can do that for. So.
Yeah, just because it's something you started with does not mean you have to die on it.
Exactly.
I had a conversation with TNA management recently, and one of them was like, I proposed and it wasn't really like shitting on Fortnite, but it was like some funny video idea, and they're like, wait, we're gonna diss Fortnite even though it's the game that made us, and I'm like, just the game that made us doesn't mean we have to stick with dying. We don't need to sink down with the ship. So
exactly,
best things can't be taught stagnant. That is Fortnite. So
yeah, it is. Question. Okay, you watch anime? Come on, let me know.
It's funny. I don't. I did a little at the TNA house. Hugo and Oliver OG made me watch Death Note.
Oh,
okay.
Which good. But I don't know. For me, starting shows is like, bro, it feels like a huge commitment. Like, say I want to start I want to start Breaking Bad, even though I've already watched it. It's like I know when I started, I'm gonna get addicted. So it's like a massive commitment. Like, bro, I don't like starting a show for me. It's like feels like a lot. They're obviously sitting there watching Netflix, but like, bro, I'm really I'm not doing anything else. Like, so I go on like sprees when I watch shows sometimes, but right now I'm not watching.
I felt that because so my favorite show is Game of Thrones, and the new.
I've watched Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, and I'm waiting for the new ones. Drop in, waiting for that because I want to binge it. I want to sit there and just sit there and watch it.
You're waiting for the full series, like the full Dragon to come out.
Yeah, that is
like the first episode. But I was like distracted. The Game of Thrones, pay attention. I was like distracted, and now I had no idea what the fuck was going on. So I'm gonna have to watch it and pay attention.
I know it's so fire.
But it's good.
So what about, because I already know if we were some BS org or whatever, you're not coming on this. So what about 6F that you like, that you was like, you know what, I can fuck with? Like, or like even me, because I know we kind of kicked it off. I don't even know how we just started talking. It was like, some chill shit.
I don't remember. But I think one of the important things and why TNA has been successful and, why people like me in the community is because I interact with people and I'm honest and, out there on Twitter. Not like a 50-year-old CEO. Like, you're not going to see the CEO, Luminosity Gaming, or the CEO of Liquid, or the CEO of XED, or the CEO of Cloud9. out there on Twitter engaging with the fans. You know, I used to play people and things like that. So I saw some similarities in the way you were engaging on Twitter, and I think that's important. Build the right brand in the esports space. You're dealing with a lot of young kids who don't really know what the hell is going on. So it's important to be involved, and I think important if you want to build a strong brand that's going to live beyond a player being in New York and a player leaving. Like for like someone who was on TNA for like 2 years. Still very close friends with him, and I would engage with his all the time. Now, even when I tweet, even when I go into chat, it's still all love. Fans became fans and still are TNA fans. Other orgs,
it carries.
If you're not engaging with the community, those fans are not org fans once that player. Like I know with Oliver OG, God forbid, one day he leaves TNA. Hopefully, a lot of Oliver OG fans are TNA fans right now. So that's what I saw. You were doing kind of similar, engaging with things like that, which not a lot of other org owners do. So,
I appreciate that. I felt the same exact way. It's like, hey, let's be a happy family, man, and show the love to people that's showing love to us. You feel what I'm saying? Like, hey, you guys are showing us love. Hey, I want to show you guys love. Know that I see you guys and be like, hey, I appreciate you guys for everything that you do, even if it's small, even if it's simply messaging us, saying how our day was, something small, whatever, big or small. I want to let everybody know, hey, you guys mean everything. So I appreciate that you see that and that you acknowledge that. Yeah, man, that's
needed in the community.
Yeah. So how did you guys get the partnership thing with PSG? Like, how did that happen? Like, did who messaged who? How did they do that? Like,
I'm someone who's freaking persistent. Like, even when we had to sign for like, I obviously wasn't answering my DMs and followers. I had to go in this dude's chat, like gift subs, be like, bro, like, just don't waste time, like, for like weeks. I finally got him to a tournament. I finally answered my DM, and I was like, all right, you build up to that. So, same with the soccer thing. I saw Man City threats, but their owners, Joaquin and if Man City's getting involved, other soccer teams are certainly getting involved. So we literally messaged hundreds of professional soccer teams around the world. And PSG, probably lucky, looking to expand into NA, into North America, at the exact time that we messaged. So we have had the most winning team in Fortnite, in terms of championships, and PSG like that. Obviously have guys that do, so they like that as well. It was kind of just right place at the right time, but we had to send hundreds of messages to other teams who did not answer. We got lucky, PSG did, and it's crazy that we're working with them.
It's actually dope, man. I seen the little the announcement thing. I was like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah, you just gotta. It's the craziest things may seem. Like, don't think I'm too big, like, to answer. Like, shoot your shot. I get rejected fucking all the fucking time, even with my. Hey, you want to be an interview? Everyone says no. I'm like, all right, bet. I'll just go on to the next person. Obviously, don't be that annoying kid that says yo. And if you're sending a freaking org owner a message, someone big a message, not just say yo. It's gonna, like, say the question first, because we do a lot of DMs. So don't be that annoying kid who's just like constantly spamming. Like, if they don't answer for like a week, be like, hey, just bumping this up. Like, thought you want to see. Maybe like a week later, be like, all right, like one final time. And maybe one more like 6 months later if you're still fucking interested. But don't like be spamming. But just be persistent. That's how we got to deal with PSG.
Yeah, and I like that. I do what you said. I hate when people be coming to my DM. They're like, "Yo," I'll be like, "Come on, bro."
Right.
Like, bro, what do you mean?
Once.
Like if somebody be like, "Can I join 6F?" I'll be like, "Well, can you? I don't know." Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm like, I don't know. So I know you get that a lot. I'm like, bro, like, that's annoying. Like, and then I don't even know who you are. Like, hello, hi, how you doing? Can I get that first? Like,
I only answer now that have like a question or something. If someone go, unless I know them, I'm not really answering.
I mean, I'm surprised you don't have your closed off. Honestly, I'm surprised you don't have that.
Like it goes to my message requests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes mine slips through.
I don't even like that. I mean, even if, like I say, I get 3 million followers, I don't even think I'd ever close it completely. Like some people, you can't even DM at all.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I don't get it because I'm not that big as big as people, and probably getting hundreds of messages. But I don't think I'd ever close. There's always opportunity. To, like you don't want to like contact you, but yeah.
I did that. Sometimes I had got overwhelmed. It's like, all right, this is a lot. Y'all are overwhelmed. Any one of you guys got a question? Anybody, you can ask. Viable,
I mean, yeah, actually, I have another one.
Oh, go ahead.
What advice would you give someone who is trying to basically step foot in your place to start an org to, just give people opportunities and stuff like that to become what they really want to be and not, and just, put them in their place and basically where they want to be.
What advice would I give someone who wants to start an org? So,
Yeah, like, start an org, give back out to the community and stuff like that, and just,
it depends what you're trying to achieve. If you're trying to make the sad truth, if you're trying to make like an org that's going to pop off and you're starting with nothing, you're going to your investment or sponsors, which is all really hard, or is going to take a long time. My best advice, and what I kind of wanted to try to do with TNA, which we kind of have done a little, is find a group of small people, like-minded ideas, and just grow together. That's kind of what FaZe did. I think it's the best model. Unless you have $50 million to go sign Aiden Ross, Speed, and freaking XCC. Try and find people who have a mindset, which is also really hard. Who have the same goals and grind content together, and literally just grind. Again, if you don't have super hard, you got to find those people. If you do have money, be smart with it. Don't sign people who don't sign people who aren't going to elevate your brand. But I can speak about it for hours. Yeah, try and find. My biggest advice is try and find close friends to do it with. TNA wouldn't be where it is if I didn't have Shin and Lucky, my other management couple, Warren, all those guys. But most importantly, co-founders I've been best friends with before TNA started. So. People you can count on and people who you can trust, which is really hard. So, that's probably the biggest number one piece of advice is finding the right people.
How about what have you enjoyed most about starting TNA?
Honestly, especially before, I guess less so now. Things change. When I first started, I literally felt like Jose Marino or freaking Greg Popovich. I felt like I was managing. I felt like a soccer or a basketball, right? All of a sudden, I was signing players that were winning tournaments. I was watching them, getting repped. I genuinely loved seeing my players do well. I'd be in their chat, fucking hyping up shit. That was probably my favorite thing at the start, and it still is. I love seeing Oliver and Muzz and whoever plays. But now more so, that I've started to bring more individually into content. Has been seeing results of how TNA has helped not just myself but other individuals, and how people want to join TNA. It's crazy. This is I don't want to say that much info, but people have come to me and be like, "Yo, Kirsh, this org offered me $3,000, but I really want to join TNA. I'll join for $300." Seeing how impactful the brand and how much people want to join has been enjoyable to see the growth of the brand and now see where we are. And right now, like I said, I mean, I'm not super proud of what TNA is doing right now on the content standpoint, or even, competitively we're fine. But now grinding, figuring out, and hopefully announcing what our next steps are for content, what our next steps are for other games, like that. Back on the grind is what I'm enjoying.
And how did you do this when it comes to TNA and then your personal life? How did you learn to balance, knowing that, hey, okay, I got this I got to worry about these people, but I also have a life outside of this. Girlfriend, I want to go out, I want to do this, whatever, I want to travel, do all this. Like, how did you balance?
Yeah, so that's one of the hardest parts too. COVID obviously happened when TNA happened, made it easier, but I was kind of stuck inside anyway. But managing relationships were hard. I had a really supportive girlfriend, which helped a ton. But even then, like, I felt bad. Like, I spending literally whatever free time I had, watching streams or watching VODs or trying to help people and they blow up and things like that. So I definitely lost relationships with friends who, and even hurt my relationship with my girlfriend because I've spent less time with family and things like that. So that is one of the hardest parts to juggle. Also at the start, I left a job in finance to start a Fortnite team, right? So my friends are like, "Kirsh, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you're an idiot. You're leaving a good paying job to go manage some 15-year-old Fortnite kids," right? So I don't want to say that was like tough, but my friends like making fun, not like actually making fun of people. Homie just left a real job to like go make a Fortnite team. Managing that stuff is tough. I wish I did it better. It's something that's great, to be honest. I often, correct, but past like 3 years, business has been my number one priority over like everything. Definitely hurt some things, but I need to get better at it. So it is important to set aside time where you separate business from life. Like I do. Everyone tells me to get a second phone, which I really need to do. I'm constantly, connected, whether it's 11 a.m. on a Sunday or fucking whenever. Never ever disconnect. So probably get a second phone, that's like a personal phone that I use at like late night hours or things like that. So I'm not focused on the business, but again, that's like one of my faults. I'm not great at managing that.
Another thing actually I heard of like from multiple people actually, and also a few owners of obviously like community orgs and like ones that base off of like certain games. I don't know if this is 100% true or not, but I mean, you did bring up about you also lost some relationships with friends and like girls and stuff like that. You know what I mean, along the way. But yeah, I heard this thing, and it's almost basically they said the same thing, but obviously each person like worded it a little bit different. But basically what they were saying, what I was thinking, at least from what I heard, is starting an esports organization and putting your all into gaming and stuff like that, and building network connections and stuff like that, along with trying to present yourself as a org and stuff like that, is also something like gambling your life. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't really like 100% agree with it, but I can kind of see what they mean at the same time, because obviously you're putting your relationships and stuff like that on the line with it all, because you're not going to pay 100% attention to like your friends and stuff like that if you want to be this, if you strive to be this, and you know what I mean. But I just want to know if you agree or disagree, or if you have like any like comments about that. Or
I 100% agree. I think it's not just esports. I think starting any business. I finance, like I'm making 6 figures a year. Still to this day, I other. No, right? So I went from that to I haven't since I left that job. I've never taken a dollar from. It's funny. All these guys like, "Yo, Kirsh, you must be super rich." You're running an org. You're not. You have massive investment and are somehow profitable. So, just like an esports org, whatever company you start where you're no longer have stability, it's not rich. Not only financial, but yeah, I'm like that. So I definitely agree.
Yeah, dog. Like I said, it ain't easy, and a lot of people make it look easy. You make it look easy. You make it look easy, but people don't know the type of shit we got to go through behind the scenes and shit. So yeah, I mean, it's also like, so one, I'm hella proud of you for what you've done, because again, I'm in the same shoes. You feel me? So it's like I understand how it is. I understand the grind. So I'm proud of you for where you've got TNA at, and it ain't easy. And like I said, people always think it is. People think, oh, I could just start an org. Like here, I get. it ain't as easy as some people make it look like. And there's a lot of shit behind the scenes that we do that it puts us in crazy positions. It puts us in kind of shit that we're trying to do the best for you guys or like, your organizations and what we have going on. So yeah, man, I definitely understand that. Where I tell everyone here, I see 6F as being a tier 1 organization one day. That's where I wanted to get to. Where do you want TNA to be at? Where is your goal? Every day I tell them, we're going to be tier 1, or we're going to be up there with Vegas, and things. Where you want?
I want to be above Face.
There you go. That's all I like to hear.
I want to be number 1. I want to be public. I want to be the biggest gaming esports name in the world.
Yeah, and I tell them every time, I say, look, I tell them, I say, you know what, we're gonna be better one day. It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take this, that, and third. I always and I tell, because I know Ocean's in here, and I tell she usually hears, and I tell them, I said, I know it took FaZe and all them this X amount of time. I want to be better than them in only half the time. I tell them, when I do it, I'm gonna write a book on it. I'm gonna write a book on how I did it. Because it's like, yeah, they're the pinnacle of esports organizations right now, but it's like, yeah, I want to beat them one day. It's like people always say sky's the limit. I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. After we get to the sky, I want to go to the moon. After we get to the moon, I want to go to Jupiter, and then I want to go to Pluto. And look, now I'm lost in space, but I'm gonna find my way now. I'm gonna keep going. That's just what you got to do. So it's like, I love that. Always compete. Like I said, I look at you guys. I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. How are we gonna be better than TNA today? I don't give a fuck. How are we gonna be better than TNA? I love Kirsh. That's my dog. I got to be better than today. It's like, that's what you got to do. You feel what I'm saying? And people don't understand, like, you can have friendly competition, all this. Like, hey, everybody wants to be the best, but everybody don't know what it takes to be the best. You feel what I'm saying? So I definitely understand. I definitely respect that. How much time you got left? How much time you got left?
How much what?
You can't hear me. Oh, how much time do you have left?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
I'm like another 20 minutes or so.
Okay, cool. Oh, damn. Okay, cool. So, you booed up, bro? You booed up? What's up? Like, you booed up? Where we at? Yeah, you booed up?
Right now I am. I got out of I was dating a girl for the entire time of TNA. Broke up recently. Mainly again. I also had a management project, which took up a ton of time. So I literally staying awake. I was getting like 2 hours of sleep for like 5 months. I didn't feel like I was providing enough for her. Like, again, great girl.
Yeah.
So right now, I'm not in a relationship. I'm focusing on TNA and focusing on the NFT stuff and things like that. So, no.
I felt that.
I'm a single. What about you?
Man, look. Well, I know you see me thotting on the TL. If you don't see it, you gotta see it. Me. I be thotting on the TL, man. Look, don't just pretend like you don't see that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I have seen that.
Yeah, look. Hey, yo. All right, look. I already told him, look. I said, look, I like girls with pretty feet and wear anklets, dog. Look, listen, bro. Listen, I got my own thing. You feel me? Look, they gotta look good. They gotta here. Yeah, but I understand that, bro. Like, when I was and just starting 6F, man, it was a lot of people don't know. Like, I was bouncing that stuff, and I was dealing with like a shooting at my house and stuff. So it was a lot going on. So it was just like, I gotta go. And then, you feel me? It was, so I definitely understand that. I do want to talk about the NFT stuff. I've seen, that big project thing that was cool. I seen one time, I think he was talking to Shaq or something one time. And so tell me about that. Like, I was with Shaq and all that.
I mean, so Shaq was really rad. I was listening to a fucking space, and I've never spoken to Shaq in my entire life. He's like, yeah, shout out to all the people listening. That's the homie TNA KIRSH out there. Yeah, that was he maybe like replied to him something, but he doesn't follow me. But I definitely had a lot from it. So the project I still got more than gamers. I wanted to. Kind of died down now, but everyone like from before that, like I like the NFT space exploding, and I wanted to make a project that brought games, created them on the space. So that's long story short. What more was is people who are traditional NFT space and have like community events and things like that. So that's what More Than Games is. It's still out today. If they want a cool NFT community to join, check it out on Twitter. We have like $100,000 tournament coming up soon, where if you have our NFTs, you can compete in. So yeah, that's what it is. Web3 space is still super new. There's a lot of bad actors out there. I try to be a good one, but yeah, it's sort of what it is without going too deep into it. It's just a community for people who like gaming in the Web3 space.
Yeah, I respect it because I'd be like, look, I'd be seeing people because look, when you reply, I can see it. So I'd be like, look, hey yo, don't talk shit to Kirsh now. He gon' bite the fuck back. You better. I be seeing you bite back. I be like, all right, look, yeah, leave that in the quote tweet so investors see that he be biting back. Yeah, I'd be like, all right, look, I respect it because as CEOs, man, I had to learn, man. We gonna be added in some shit, and I gotta be like, all right, if I spaz out, someone's gonna say some shit.
There have been times where, of course, I've said some dumbass shit on the timeline, and I still do. You gotta realize that it's probably not best.
Look, and that's what it goes back to people assuming that, like, yo, like, yeah, I'm the CEO, like I'm but nigga, I said I'm human.
Yeah,
I'm human. It's like, bro, like they be adding us, DMing crazy stuff. Like people, I'm an African American CEO, so I get messages sometimes. I get racial remarks and stuff. It happens. You feel me? But it's like people want a reaction. It's like it's like
that's
okay. I'm not gonna give it. But eventually, it's like, yo, like you're pushing it. You're pushing it, and now it's like I'm not about to be CEO in a second. I'm about to be motherfucking Jemai in a second, and you about to piss me off. So it's like I'm like, yo, I'm cool. Like I'm cool until. All right, so and that's something that we just talking about. It's like, yo, people don't understand. Like we got to go through that. Like we got to be quiet sometimes because we not only affecting us, we're affecting all 100 people we got behind us. Yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, like I said, you be biting the fuck back. I be seeing that, especially I was like, all right, hey, look, don't talk shit. He gonna say some shit, so leave him be because he gonna talk shit.
Yeah, I've
like I said, you understand, bro. You get it. Get it. Yeah. You definitely get it, bro. And I'm glad that you can understand where I'm coming from with a lot of stuff because you are owner of your own, your own shit too. You feel me? So I do. I love that. I love that we can relate in that instance. You got any questions for us, though?
Yes. I mean, what are your plans?
Man, we just expanded into CS:GO, and we're trying to re-expand in the Rocket League. Like I said, man, and as you just said, the goal is to be greater than T1, greater than all these other organizations, man. We're expanding the content. Like I said, that Fortnite thing, it's running on its last legs. Unfortunately, it sucks, but we're trying to get more into content. Like, we're doing cooking videos, reaction videos, like Never Have I Ever videos, stuff like that, actual content. Not, you see a billion Fortnite montages. We don't even do that anymore. We don't even post any Fortnite montages, none of that. We have an esports page where we put the clips like that up. But for our main one, I'm bringing in creators. I got a lot of great creators. We just got one. His name was Cassidy. A guy named Monkey and all them. And there's a lot of creators that we have even viable in here. Great creator. He plays Splitgate. branching into Splitgate and stuff like that. You get it where hey, content is king. It's gonna push. It's gonna push whatever you do further than anything else. And I know FaZe, when they first made that big switch, they got a lot of shit for it. Everything was down. And then it's like people understand who are smart and understand the business. Like content is gonna push this forward way further than posting gaming clips will or anything like that or zone war tournaments. That shit is gonna put like I'd be like, why won't you post Fortnite montages? I'm like, bro, if you don't shut up, please, like, why I don't care about you wanting me to post $100 zone war tournament you didn't even play in. Like, what do you want? Like, move. Like, so I get a lot of shit about that. Are you recruiting Fortnite players? Look, man. You mean, like, can we do something different for once? We used to be a Fortnite team. We got shit for being a Fortnite team. Then we stopped being a Fortnite team. And then I got shit for not being a Fortnite team. What do you want? What do y'all want from me? Like,
happy.
And that's what I'm saying. At that point, that was a minute ago. At that point, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make us happy. I don't give a fuck what y'all think. So I'm gonna make us happy.
Yeah.
And like I said, I seen that, and I seen you guys were doing y'all kind of own thing, which I love. It's like, bro, like even though you said TNA was getting slow or whatever, it's like, bro, people don't understand. Like sometimes shit be like that. It happens. Yeah. It happens, bro. It's like I can't be Superman every fucking day. I can't be super CEO every day. Yeah. Like, you feel me? And I know you go through that because, like, I see, and I love the YouTube shit. You be wilding out. I need to know you be bugging out because I seen you on the World Star shit the other day, and I said, yeah, he's actually some flagrant stuff going on. But hey, I love it though. I love it. But yeah, like, what made you want to get into that?
I mean, that's the direction I want to. His content is just IRL, and probably like the best example is like the Sidemen on YouTube. I think they're like killing it the most. Them and Mr. Beast in terms of content, what people are watching, like funny challenges and things like that. Obviously, what I posted isn't funny challenges. It's just like I mean something I use. I like grew up watching Worlds. I don't know if you. How old are you?
I'm 24.
Did you watch growing up?
You said what?
Did you watch YouTube growing up? Like a lot.
I did. I love YouTube, man. I loved YouTube. And that's
like World Star Hip Hop questions. I don't know if you watched. It was this funny ass dude, and like I don't know. I just always wanted to like recreate that, and I kind of just said fuck it and did it, and it's started taking off. So
yeah, and I love that, bro. Like I love that for you. That shit's cool. That shit's dope. Like you be meeting a whole bunch of people. I know that shit's cool, and I respect that. I know that ain't easy. Going up to random people asking some flagrant shit sometimes.
Yeah, like I said, it helps build like rejection.
Yeah.
Most of the time, like 70% of the time, when I ask them, "Hey, you want to be in the video?" They're saying no, or just don't answer. So
you feel me? It's humbling. Yeah. I respect that, man. I respect that, and I think that shit's cool though, man. And I want to do the same thing, man. Take us IRL, move us in that direction. Because I mean, like you said, man, that's content is king, and people don't understand that. People, people that we have in our organizations, they're maybe 16 or 17 at the time. 5 years ago, they were 12 and 11. They grew up on Fortnite, and I think a lot of people don't understand. It's like, yeah, this is a big change, and a lot of you grew up on this game. This is all you guys know, but I feel like a lot of people don't really want to swallow that pill. Yeah. A lot of people really don't want to swallow that pill. And it's like, hey, man, it's a hard pill to swallow, but either you going to branch off and to find something better, which a lot of people should because it's going to make them happier. They be forcing themselves to play Fortnite, and they don't even like the game. It's stressing them. It's killing them mentally. Or just go out and try to have fun, play new games, enjoy yourself. But like I said, a lot of people don't want to swallow that pill, man, and I hate it for them.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you have to
do you feel... Will people, if someone wanted to stop playing Fortnite and switch to Valve content, would you remove them? Because I get this question all the time.
No, I mean, no. Like, why?
I love that.
Unless they stopped completely making content and didn't do it. I mean, but
facts.
Your content, there's Why would I just remove you right away?
Everyone who's watching this, did y'all hear what he said? Because every time I get DM, they're like, "Will you release me if I want to do something else?" I'm like, "No, you guys are more than just players or just more here."
Yeah, you try it and see how it goes.
Yeah, like I be trying to tell people that you guys are more than just players or street. You guys are part of the family. You guys want to branch off into something else, try something else. Get it. I get it. The game is some shit. I get it. I wouldn't play that motherfucker either. Like, what? What are you doing? I don't blame you. Do something else. So, like, I respect that. And I love that. But there's a lot of CEOs that do that. That they will release you if you stop doing whatever. So I respect that.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of CEOs that are out of touch with the current state of content and what people like. So that's the reason a lot of esports orgs are just money pits.
Yeah.
By the right people. But again, that's why I engage fans and why I, as a CEO, can relate to me like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I love that, man. And like I said, I can respect that more than anything because that not only reassures everybody that, hey, man, we're not just using you. You're here to stay, regardless of what you want to do. You're part of this. Now, of course, you got to keep pushing out content, do whatever, but we love what you do. We love you being here, not because you play Fortnite, but we love what you do. You know, so I love that. And I do love that. But does anybody have any questions? Any other questions?
Yes, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
So before I ask the question, have you heard of Team Hype?
I've not.
No?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, they were like a really big esports org, lifestyle gaming content, whatever. You can look them up on Twitter, but they like broke apart. I don't know what the reasoning was.
Like a year ago or something?
Yeah, like a year ago.
I think I heard about it.
There was some guy, some Minecraft content creator, got into some
Yeah, and then
yeah.
I think I remember that.
Okay, so I know the CEO like personally. He lives in Vegas. We hang out all the time, and he's constantly like wondering if he should like start it up again, or like what they should do. They're just like at a plateau, really, because they don't know where to go from breaking up from over a year ago, and they're just trying to pick it back up. So what advice would you give me to give to them for like a situation like that?
As I know the details of what went down and how bad the reaction was, hard to say, but if it was really bad, probably a rebrand before coming back. If it was some really bad shit, and then also just discuss what they were doing. Was were they enjoying it? Were they growing? Things like that. There's probably a few more variables that have to. I mean, if you're gonna like connect me with the guy, if you actually want the guy, so I'm talking. But I about it to give like a proper like this is what you should do. But probably but yeah, I don't know specifics, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can send you his Twitter. You guys can get in contact.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. We'll wrap this up. I know you're tired. I know it's been a day because doing this shit every day is a day. You feel what I'm saying? So, like I said, brother, you know me. You still gonna be in contact with me or whatever.
Yeah. Sure. Thanks for having me on, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So we can do this again or whatever any other time. Later in the future. Like I said, man, I do appreciate this. Or do you know? They needed to hear a lot of this stuff. They needed to meet people who are being successful and understand, like, hey, it may look successful, but you going through shit too. You feel me? It's a lot. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's easy. So, yeah, man, it means more. It means a lot to me. I appreciate you, dog. Like I said, I'm proud of you for what you're doing for
Thank
TNA.
you,
I know that shit ain't easy. I know that shit ain't easy.
It's not. Keep up the good work with what you're doing, and again, thank you for having me on.
Yeah, man. And like I said, I'm gonna hit you, girl, and we're gonna get just like to be in contact, do something else, whatever, you feel me. But yeah, dog, I have much love, brother. I appreciate that, man. For real.
It was good.
Y'all gonna say anything for my man's go? Anybody?
I mean, yeah, I'm down. I appreciate you coming on and stuff like that, and answering the questions that I was asking, and saying some kind words and stuff like that back, some motivational type stuff, and just really glad to have you on here, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure. Great to meet you guys.
Hey man, look, and like I said, I'm gonna holler at you, brother. Peace. Appreciate it.
All right, see you, man.
Yeah, man. Woo! That was great. Good job.
Woo!
Nice.
I
Yo, we got Krim in here. What's up, Krim?
I appreciate everybody who watched the video, man. If you guys are new to our channel, please like, subscribe, comment, turn on those post notifications. That was, we're gonna have more of these in the future. We have one next Thursday as well. So I appreciate Kirsh for coming on. I appreciate Grady, Monster D Face, getting all that for being here. Like I said, we have another one with another big person next week. Same thing, but you feel me? Appreciate Kirsh, man. Try and do as much for 6F as I can. Everybody here means a lot to me, and I want to expose you guys to success as much as possible. I want you to be able to talk to people who are successful, who are doing it big, and who are just living where we're trying to get to, and knowing where we're trying to get to, and understand, hey, it may look easy on the outside, but on the inside, it's hard. So I'm glad that he came to talk to you guys, and said this was more so for you guys than anything, because me and him are already cool. Me and him are friends. We've been talking for a year now. We've been cool. This is for y'all, so I'm glad that you guys were able to get this experience, and we're going to keep this thing rolling, man. We're going to keep getting more people. We're going to keep doing great things, and what it is. So, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so it's in that right there.
I seen that little subline he said when he was like, I'm making 6 figures a year, but yeah.
I did off the flex like that, like.
Oh, his NFT. Are we still going?
Yeah,
To make sure.
It's still live.
Right. Yes, end it.
Jesus, oh my God.
Yes, end it.